scheme managers don't do hands-on day-by-day stuff. They encourage us to maintain our independence, but you can always contact them during office hours. Saffron also offers a scheme called Contact Care. It's a personal alarm service. Now, I decided to use this service after I'd had a fall. I was fine, I was all right, but it shook me up. And so now I wear this alarm, and if I need it, I can press the button and I can be sure of getting help 24 hours a day. Well, this peace of mind means a lot to me. It means I can still live on my own and be safe. So, I live in sheltered housing, which is very different from housing with care, which Saffron also provides. Housing with care, as the name suggests, is all about providing care services for tenants. In some cases, Saffron provides 24-hour care and support in partnership with Norfolk County Council. But that's a very different setup from here.
Well, supported housing is obviously a key service for Saffron. I'd just like to pick up on a couple of points. Now, firstly, is Contact Care, your personal alarm service, just available to people in sheltered housing?
Well, Contact Care is actually available to everyone, not just people in sheltered housing. It's also not just for older people. It's available to a whole range of vulnerable groups. We have some young disabled people, for example, who use the service. But it's not about age, it's a lifeline for whoever's in need. And to install it, all we need is a telephone socket and a PowerPoint. It's very simple. If anyone's interested in knowing more about the service, they can contact us for more information.
Well, I'm sure the security of having a personal alarm is a huge relief for a lot of people. Now, the other point was about the role of scheme managers. Can you explain the work scheme managers actually carry out?
Well, their role is very much one of coordination. They don't provide the help or care themselves. Their purpose is to arrange for the right support for the individual. They create what we call support plans to identify where help is needed. So, for example, if personal care is necessary, the scheme manager will arrange for social services or health agencies to provide it. They also help people maintain independence by encouraging people to keep active and to continue using their life skills.
Now, do you offer any help to older or disabled people who want to stay in their own home?
Yes, we can also carry out adaptations to help people remain longer in their own homes. Adaptations could include ramps or grab rails, level access showers or stair lifts. The service is usually accessed through the recommendation of an occupational therapist working for social services. So if you're having difficulties getting around or with bathing and you want to stay in your own home, ask your area housing officer for more information.
Now, it seems as though you see your tenants as partners, sharing a common commitment really to your homes.
Yes, of course. We all want to see homes stay in good repair, be energy efficient and secure. And we're also committed to creating safe neighbourhoods where people can live in a community that they feel part of. And to deliver these good quality services, we do need lots of feedback from our tenants. Also, when we're looking at how we can improve our services, we really need and want to know tenants' views.
Well, I can see how tenants can become involved in lots of ways, but do many actually do so?
Well, of course, not everyone feels like getting involved, and most people lead very busy lives, and we understand that, which is why we have many ways in which people can participate, ranging from completing short surveys to joining focus groups. There are panels, residents' associations, right through to the customer advisory panel and the tenant board members. And of course, you wouldn't think that making a complaint was a way of getting involved, would you? But if you think about it, people who go to the trouble of making a complaint usually feel very strongly about something, and that is precisely why we want to know about it. So if you'd like to know more about getting involved, or you want to be active in your local community, please contact our Customer Involvement Manager on 01508 532 032, or your area housing officer. And you can also read about activities in Saffron News and CAP News, which is the newsletter written by tenants for tenants.
The Customer Advisory Panel is an umbrella group that works with Saffron Housing. I am a village voice for Holston. There are 2 of us in the area, in this town. There are also residents' associations.
And also there is representatives from the sheltered home panels, the leaseholders and shared owners, and also co-opted members.
We meet regularly. We help Saffron and we discuss all different areas of Saffron issues, and we help influence and discuss all of the different issues to help Saffron make a correct decision.
One example is that we ask for the area housing officers to spend more time out on the estates, and also that we have the estate, we walk round about every 3 months with them, and other tenants can join us as well. And also CAP members are encouraged to do training in what they require and what working parties they're on. And we are involved with Saffron from starter tenancies to service standards, which is looking at all the departments in Saffron. So in fact we are involved in everything what Saffron does.
We're also involved in antisocial behaviour, trying to help Saffron tackle it as best as possible. We also work with residents on all different scales of things.
For example, we set up a youth club at Silfield, which started small but is really growing now. And my resident association have set up an internet homework club for the youngsters. And we regularly have things going on at Chedgrave, Wyndham and Diss, which are Saffron meeting rooms. Also, Saffron hosts a football tournament every year for all the other housing associations. This year we had 25 teams of 16 and under, and it's growing every year. One of our biggest achievements in 2007 was winning an award from the East T-Pass. We came first in the Green Award competition.
And Violet, you also came third in the Tenant of the Year award, didn't you?
Yes.
So I would recommend that tenants get involved with CAP, because through CAP you can help influence Saffron's views on things, and you can also help your community's better way of life by expressing their views as well as your own.
It is a really good way of meeting people and airing your views. Saffron encourage customer involvement in lots of ways, so please come along and give us your views.
Well, how is Saffron governed, and can tenants get involved at board level?
Well, we're a charitable company and are registered with the Housing Corporation. We're run by a voluntary board which is made up of 5 independent members, 2 members nominated by South Norfolk Council and 5 tenant board members. If you're interested in becoming involved, you can apply to become a member of Saffron. Now, members can attend, speak and vote at our annual general meeting and any other general meetings we have during the year. It costs absolutely nothing, and as a member you can also apply to join Saffron's governing board as a tenant board member. If you'd like to find out more, please contact us on 01508 532 000.
Now, you keep mentioning the area housing officers or scheme managers in sheltered housing as the people who can help advise and provide information.
Absolutely. If you have any questions or problems, please contact them and they will be pleased to help. You can ring, email, ask for a meeting in your own home or in our office. You can fax, write or call us in person. You can look up the information we publish on our website. And if you're hard of hearing, have sight problems, or if English isn't your first language, make sure you've told us and we can send you information in the format you need, whether it's large print, audio or braille. We aim to provide and manage good quality housing and are committed to equality in the way we carry out services, not discriminating on grounds of race, religion, gender, sexual orientation or disability. We're committed to continuously improving our services and valuing our customers.
So, how would you sum up what viewers should take away from watching this DVD?
Well, I think the two most important things are for tenants to talk to us. The majority of day-to-day problems can be resolved quickly and easily just by speaking to us. And I think the second thing is for people to get involved. By getting involved together, we can provide a better service.
Well, thanks very much indeed for joining us. And thank you for watching, and I hope that this DVD will prove useful to you both now and in the future.